How far that day? You don't tell. So this year, we say we could do something very different. But before I talk about am, I beg. You get one video I watch. This corona matter wey dey talk, no be joke. I take beg una. This second wave wey don enter we country, na serious matter. If you no need to comot, I beg. I take God beg you, stay your house. If you must comot because of work or something, carry wetin nose mask put for your face. Carry wetin sanitizer, wash your hand. I know say una know all this thing, but I say make I talk am again. No be joke. I take God beg una. So wetin I dey talk about be say this year, normally we dey like to do our Pidgin review every Wednesday, but because of some things wey we dey plan to do, for the platform and for other people, we say make we reduce am this year, just this year, to like 2 times for a month. Then the podcast wey we start, we go dey still dey do am every Wednesday, so that we go get time to fit do the podcast, then do the IJ read too dey talk about. Na be one. But today book, na one book wey I don dey see everybody dey talk about am for TL. Shey na so dey use talk am for other English wey dey speak. The main timeline for Instagram or for Facebook, for Twitter, some people dey even talk about am for YouTube. So I say make I talk about am for Pidgin. So her name na Tunmise Usikalu. She go still tell me who she be. But I see where they talk about the book. So one time we will do literary ancestry session with Sarah, wey be books and rhymes. Now I tell her, say, babes, you said you go give me this book. Make me say follow for people who don't read this book. And so we finish the talk for DMO. All this long story now waiting. I don't shall get the book. Ehen. So this book, first of all, if you look at Memoirs of a Lazy Korfa, it shows say, okay, maybe this person serve for not. Now you go make her talk like this. But I relate with everything she talk about for this book. The camp experience, if I even tell her my own camp experience, maybe because I served for Zamfara, I understand exactly everything she talk about. All those commandants, how they stress you, all those morning drills that go wake you up by 5 o'clock, where sleep, see they switch for eye, all those people who come camp, they phone say they won't fall in love. All those married women will come, they do some kind things where I no go talk about, but now they understand what I mean when I mean some kind things. But as I talk now, I read this book, and without giving away too much, I no go like that. I enjoy this book. You get one part where I won't read, but I will try read them for Pidgin. First of all, by when I read them, you not gonna know where she goes serve. So when I reach Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, I meet 3 other girls where they go my way. Everybody feel like say they go other states for their youth service, Katsina, Jigawa, Yobe. Now so I just say, I thank God say no be only me go dey inside this motor where they go camp. So the road to camp, it take us like 15 minutes and 400 naira. Now one thing where I suppose tell them that for not everything they cheap, not just food, even transport. The 4 of us just reach gates, they can't give us a temporary ID card. Although not be today be the first day of camp, but already my number now 1,246. I see that one no bad. They can't carry us go registration hall to make them go register. And wait to when we reach, they see they register 200 and something. I don't even care what it be 200 and something, but I just did there, sit down on that tree on top my back, like they think say, waiting carry me come camp. Luckily for me, I can't ask one of the cabin crew as the people where they register for extra snack. And he can give me with drinks when I follow the chop. I go chop that one now. The kind hunger why they feed now, So this thing now from page 14 of her book. She just describe when she don't reach airport. That means that she serve for Kano. She meet some other people where they go camp, plus some other people where they go to other states where they post them to, and all those kind of things. Now there the story really starts. She can't tell us about how don't just her. I feel I'm too. Sometimes you could just feel as if God won't just frustrate you for these next 3 weeks, but they won't use federal government do them. So all that talk about federal government became Yimu. But I like the way she used write this book. Man, no lie on her. She write them like say she dey gist person. So if you one of those people, they look like, oh, the story has to be like this. You know those people they like to review books for English. If you not enjoy this book because you dey look am with critical eye, but if you read this book because you want enjoy somebody they talk about how you take go serve with Papa land for Nigeria, you go really enjoy to read Tunmise book. As I used to enjoy am. Not because I don't serve, but because everything wey she talk na true. But she talk am in such a way where even you sef you go laugh. You don't go feel like say, okay, this person they talk out of frustration. Na him be number one. Number two, wey make me laugh now. I won't find out say that Akan, one of the characters wey she talk about for this book. We can they talk about how he know they steady relationship, but he want to start and blah 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 blah. I just they laugh. I said that thing happened to me. You go meet all these guys who go come calm, they phone say they serious relationship, but they don't know wetin they hire them. I said I continue to worry these people. I know go tell na wetin continue me when I go find the meaning. But amongst other things, I like the way she use end this story. But I know go tell na how she use end now. Book when I go buy this book. Then they for everywhere where they sell book for Nigeria. Roving High to Page Bookstore, something bookish, book peddler. And I go put all of these places, the bookstores for my list. Make una find a copy of this book. And the only thing I feel telling her, because if I continue to dey talk, I go tell her everything she writes, and not be the whole idea of this video. So Michelle, this is your book. I know they rate book normally for Pidgin review, but waiting, I go give her 7.5. That's why I use enjoy the book reach. And if care is not taken, we fit do this book for book on review. Fingers crossed. Say na so they use talk for English. But till I come on away next week, we know now say our blog will still turn 5 years this year, 2021. We go dey release some kind information very soon, but we could just dey think now something will go benefit me, go benefit you when they watch this video. Don't no forget to follow us on social media. We dey Facebook, we dey Twitter, we dey Instagram, we dey Telegram, we dey even dey YouTube sef. As soon as they hot, I beg, when I no forget to follow us. I beg. I will talk to now next time.